Today we are in one of the most beautiful places in America, maybe even the world, in Yosemite National Park. And I got an email yesterday that I wanted to respond to when someone was asking, could you give 2 or 3 things that you think are among the most important leadership ideas and concepts? And so I wanted to do that today and just take a moment to talk about that. Today I've been carrying around my backpack. And my backpack is a large one that you put in really whatever you're trying to accomplish. Might be your tent, your sleeping bag, whatever it may be. And it's 70 liters, which means it is a big backpack. And I got thinking about that idea of leadership and the weight that you carry around and all that kind of stuff. And it got me thinking about my dad. Now, my dad just turned 70 years old, and it wasn't that long ago. He called me maybe 6 months ago. We're talking, and he said, "Son, I've decided I want to start hiking. I want to learn how to do that." And he said, "I want to hike the AT, the Appalachian Trail." Now, the Appalachian Trail is 2,160 miles, starts in Georgia, ends in Maine. And he said, I want to start doing that. Now, you can do it different ways. One would be a day hike. You just go for the day. Others would be section hikes. You might go for a few days, maybe a week. And then you have a through hike, which is all the way through from one end to the other in one season. And he wanted to do section hiking, so he went for a week. Well, on the AT, there is a store that is about 30 miles in that is a world famous store. It's the only place on the entire Appalachian Trail where the trail goes through the store, only place along the entire time where there's a covered area. And it's famous for a couple things, but one of them is that every person who works in the store has through hiked the entire Appalachian Trail. The second thing is they will go through your backpack and tell you what you don't need to carry any farther. And it's significant because I don't believe that store would be successful in mile 1. In mile 1 of a journey, you have all this stuff that you're carrying that you've convinced yourself that you need. Maybe someone told you that you needed, you read about it, and you put it all in your pack. In mile 1, you are holding on to all those things. I'm going to need all of this. In that store, if it were in mile 1, even if it offered in that place to go through your backpack, you wouldn't stop. Most people wouldn't stop. But after 30 miles of carrying that pack on your back, 30 miles of feeling every ounce of that backpack on you. After 30 miles, you listen differently. People tend to change for one of 2 reasons, opportunity or pain. But for most people, it's pain. But when you get to that mile 30 and you get into that store, you're so much more likely to take off that pack and let someone who has been on that journey before go through it with you to see what do you not need to carry any farther. They might even tell you what you're going to need. Every year they send about 20,000 pounds of different items that people have in their backpacks home for them, that they're not going to need them. You're carrying too much. The first thing about leadership is that you've got to be willing to have people look at your life. You have to look at your life and ask yourself, is the path that I'm on currently making sense? And what I'm carrying with me, do I need to continue carrying all these things on this journey? As a leader, you need to be able to go as light as you can because the burden of leadership is heavy. So thinking about what are the things you're going to need for the journey? You're going to have the right mindset, character. I'm going to have the right competencies along the way. I've got to have the right skills. And together with character and competence, I start creating what I'm going to need for a successful life. The first thing I've got to be able to ask along the way is, do I have what I need? Am I willing to leave behind what I no longer need on this journey?